Hi guys, welcome to State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 207, Technical Analysis Edition. Now, you might be wondering why it's a Technical Analysis Edition only. Well, I'm really tired, guys. Today I feel really fatigued. My eyes just are burning. I just want to go to sleep. So, I'm not going to do the news. I'm just going to go over the technicals. If it's your first time watching us, we usually have a news segment that is followed by the technical analysis, but today, since we're not going to have that, we're just going to jump straight into the technicals. Happy Thursday night. I hope you're having a great time, staying safe. Wish you guys health and the best throughout these times. Hope you and your families are doing good. Now, if you're catching the stream live, welcome. And if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you're thinking. Now, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news, make sure to subscribe. You hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on Twitter. Link is going to be posted out throughout the stream. You can also join us on the Discord. Link it's in the description. A little bit more active on Twitter, as I've been saying lately. Yeah, that's it. Let's jump onto the other screen and get this show on the road, right? Let's go to the technicals, guys. Wow, I forgot to send that out. There we go. Anyways, link to Twitter is just going to pop out right now on your screens. You'll see it. It's at the State of Crypt 1. And we're there, you can interact with me there a little bit more than any other platform right now. Anyways, on to technicals. What's happening with market cap? Yesterday we grew in market cap, right? 2.17%. Money flew into a cryptosphere. Today's money's starting to fly in, although we have seen a little bit of indecision, 0.12%, sitting at $186.83 billion. And again, yesterday we had a lot of rejection coming in towards the end of the day. I think we did start to go up, and then we pulled back, right? So we ended up closing a little bit higher, but not too much. What is happening with Bitcoin dominance? Bitcoin dominance sitting at 66.62% of market cap. Now, the price of Bitcoin, yesterday we lost dominance 0.14%, and today we're losing still 0.12%. The price of Bitcoin, it's at $6,807, $6,805.31. Now, what's happening? We did hit targets, right, and we rejected. We managed to go higher. We did hit 7,200, 7,075, and we rejected higher prices. We managed to stay outside of this purple or blue, light blue rectangle of support and resistance that we've determined we have. That is good. Now we're going to go into this other chart that we've been looking at, right? This is Bitcoin on Bitstamp. As you can tell, we rejected also the 50%, right? 7,181, which is very close to one of the targets that we had in the other chart, 191. So again, we're rejecting higher prices, still closing within this range of 7,181 to 6,394. What's happening? Well, if you guys remember, we're looking for divergence here, right? Yesterday. And what I want to try to see right now is whether or not we still have divergence. This closing was 6,760, and this closing was 6,800. So it is definitely higher, right? Going higher, but we're having less positive momentum, right? Again, something we should watch out for. We lost the divergence we were creating against the RSI, right? We managed to go slightly higher, right? So again, but our price is also going higher. There, we would just be congruent with the price, and that would be fine because we wouldn't have anything on the RSI, but we've created it, and we're creating strong bearish divergence against the MACD. Now, how strong? Well, it's called strong divergence, right? You don't know how much strength it's going to have, but it is a place that tells us that we are potentially looking for price action to the downside. Now, is it a good area to be looking for price action to the downside? Maybe if we go down and confirm support at the 382. Could be a good area, right? Confirm support and bounce. Otherwise, I'm not sure if it's a good area to be looking for retrace, right? Could mean price action to the downside. And like I said the other day, right? We could be getting into this place where we start tightening, right? We started to go like sideways on the top and maybe like a upsloping triangle, right? Like we had here. And that could be a potential, right? Anyways, that's going to be it for Bitcoin on the daily. Sitting neutral on the RSI at 50.73. I'm going to move on to the 4 hour. And yes, today we started a little bit earlier than usual, like 15 minutes earlier. Like I said, I'm super tired, guys. I don't think I'm going to make it all the way to... I wouldn't have made it all the way till 10 p.m., man. I feel like I'm just going to crash in a second. Anyways, we had to come in and look at the market, right? This would be our previous high. It's a negative, right? And here on the shorter term, we were looking for this movement to the upside, right? And we're looking for this divergence, right? That we said it could or could not play out. We said we're still starting to develop this new positive momentum. There's a chance that we can still go higher and like kill it off, and that's probably what happened. This high, it's 45.92, and this one here is 51. So we're definitely going higher. Hiccups, or like something weird. Going slightly higher here as well, right? So anything that we had that we were looking for price action to the downside, we just negated on the 4 hours. Now we rejected higher prices, like we said. If movement to the downside would see us hit the 20, and then below that we would hit the 382 at like 6,390 or whatever we had it. Sitting bought on the RSI at 67.09. And yeah, that's it for this, right? I'm going to go into the 1 hour chart and look at what's happening there. We had divergence, right? We called it to the downside. We did move down slightly, not too much. Managed to hold this area, right? We were starting to flag. I said, look, we need to look for a little bit more of a pattern. It's just like slightly upsloping, I guess we could say, unless we take the wicks, right? If we take the wicks, then we would have wicked like that, and we probably would have shorted something like this, right? And it would be like a pennant or a symmetrical triangle, right? Impulse up, symmetrical triangle, impulse up again. And this was last night. We were here. We were just starting to develop this. Like I said, we wanted for this pattern to develop a little bit more. And again, impulse up, sort of pennant, or would certainly imply that we would have continuation, and we did get continuation, right? Now, if I were to go from here to here, right, this high to the new high, you would notice that we are going from a high on the MACD to a lower point on the MACD, meaning that we are creating strong bearish divergence, price action to the downside. That's why we got this drop. We don't have it on the RSI, and that's cool. Sitting neutral on the RSI, we quickly reset the oscillator, right? We're overbought at 83. We reset it all the way to like 54, which is very neutral. And now we're in a position where we could try and run again. We moved down and we're managing to hold at 20, which is key. Again, right now we're testing it. If we manage to hold it, we can try to use it as a trampoline and try to get to higher prices. If we fail at the 20, we're looking for lower prices, and then lower prices will certainly have us hit at least 6,393 or somewhere around that area. Start to create that negative momentum, and with that negative momentum that we're creating right now, we're creating hidden divergence. I'm going to check something out here. 24, 18. But if I was going to anchor, I would anchor for the low, right? Low, meaning this low here. Going to that high, right? Low, higher low, negative momentum, more negative momentum, hidden bullish divergence, potential price continuation, and probably part of the reason that we're managing to hold this, right? That price continuation would potentially mean to the upside. This is the most immediate trend, and it's bullish. And but again, we're struggling with the 20, probably from the main or stronger bearish divergence that just happened, like at midday. I'm gonna switch this in color, just so that we know that this is not that it's possible. I usually put things in blue that it could play out, but just so that we know that we had the pennant, right? And sitting neutral on the RSI, 55.01. That's gonna be it for Bitcoin. I'm gonna move on to Ethereum. If you guys have any questions, you can place them on the chat, and I will gladly address them. I think about starting a game tonight with y'all. Maybe tonight or tomorrow, depending on how many people tune up or tune in. What's happening with the Ethereum dominance? Yesterday it gained dominance 1.94%. Today it's gaining 0.29%. Sitting at 8.39% of market cap. The price of Ethereum at $141 and 48 cents. What's happening, guys? We're still within this rising wedge, right? We haven't been able to break out of it. Again, usually this breaks the downside. Again, we had a good day. We did manage to break out, but just wicked outside and we fell back in. And that's fine. Positive momentum still building, right? Divergence that we were calling out to here yesterday. That's why we do have it to here yesterday, right? We just kind of killed because we're going higher. So again, whatever we were looking for here is no longer there. Meaning that we're just going with the market. And that's good, right? We don't necessarily want to be going against the market all the time. Sitting neutral on the RSI at 46.03. I'm going to move on to the 4 hour. Again, on the 4 hours, right? We're looking for this divergence. It didn't happen. It kind of got deleted by that impulse up. And that's fine. Again, we knew it was a chance. We talked about this starting to develop. So I'm happy with this, right? I'm not worried about this. It's just regular market motion. Now, what I'm worried about, and what I'm not liking, is that all this, we had the impulse up, and this is all upsloping consolidation on Ethereum. We haven't created really any kind of divergence here, and usually upsloping consolidation tends to break to the downside, right? Anyways, we are sitting overbought on the RSI at 71.54, and we might want to come back into this neutral zone. If we still manage to try and hold this area, we could start to create divergence, maybe going slightly higher and create less positive momentum, create that divergence, and then probably break down from there. Anyways, that's it for this. Yeah, mic's on. Cool. I was worried that mic wasn't on, man. Get me coffee. Yeah, I'm drinking a huge cup of coffee. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. What's happening on the 1 hour? Man, this came back from the daily because that is our pennant that we're in, right? That's our, sorry, our upsloping rising wedge that we had there, right? Anyways, 67, 70, higher, right? Higher high, more positive momentum, and that's fine, even on the RSI. So we don't have any kind of divergence on the 1 hour, and that's good, man. Holding the 20 like champs. Movement to downside would see us test the 20 and maybe try to go higher, and then we could potentially create that divergence. That would be strong bearish, and then probably break to the downside. Sitting neutral right now at 58.12 on the RSI. And I'm feeling like this is going to be across the market, right? Let's go to XRP dominance. XRP losing dominance yesterday, 0.49%. Today gaining 0.28%. Sitting at 4.21% market cap. The price of XRP, 17 cents, 17.871 cents. And the Spotify ads wanted to play and dance. And we said, hells no. And we're playing something else. Anyways, price action, right, to the upside, but not strong. And XRP, unfortunately, has been too weak. Now, we were calling this divergence, right? We're going slightly higher now, I guess. And we're definitely going higher here. So whatever divergence we were looking for, it also got negated here. Right? Because we're going higher on that price. Now I'm waiting for something else to happen on the daily. It's not as exciting on XRP, unfortunately, right? All the movements have been kind of muted and not really playing out strong. Sitting neutral on their side, 49.36. Let's go to the 4 hour. Last thing we call divergence, right? Bullish price action to the upside. Got it. Beautiful. Holding the 20 like champs. Even the last 4 hour candle came down, wicked, and bounced, right? That's good. Now high, higher high, positive momentum, more positive momentum, high on the RSI, higher on the RSI. Again, congruent with the market. Nothing that I'm looking at really gets me worried right now, unless we develop some kind of divergence, which we don't have. We're still holding the 20, and that's good. Let's go to the 1 hour. Sorry, overbought. Sorry, bought at 60.30. On the 1 hour, what's happening on the 1 hour? We might have divergence here, right? 52, 51. Alrighty, cool. So here we have divergence. We're definitely going much higher. And we are staying way down low, right? Here we're going slightly lower. On the MACD we don't have it, but you know, much higher. And we're not even getting to that same price, right? Level. We could even target it to back here at 54. Target all the way back here, right? And they will still play out. Still divergence. Still something we can call out. It's still, like I said, strong bearish price action to the downside. We got that drop, but still holding the 20, barely. Trying to hold it still. Let's see if this will hold over the next couple hours. If it holds, we could potentially look for higher prices and probably create again strong bearish divergence, but this time also have it on the RSI. If we don't hold it, then you know what we said, right? If we lose a 20, we move lower. Sitting at 53.50 on the RSI, and that's good. Now I'm gonna move on to Litecoin. Again, today's just going quickly, right? There's not a lot. There's not a lot happening, man. Yesterday losing dominance 0.62%. Today gaining dominance 0.92%. Sitting at 1.39% of market cap. The price of Litecoin at $40.32. Again, we managed to go up, almost weaken the top of this resistance that we had, and we fell back down. Again, just following the rest of the market, right? Here we were lower. Again, we moved higher. We kind of killed the divergence that we were looking for. Did we? Oh, man, I think I deleted this earlier than I should have. No, this still has divergence, right? Hidden bearish. Potential price action to the downside. And again, still positive momentum building, but not much. And sitting neutral on their side, 45.50. Let's go to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we kind of did kill this that we had, right? We were looking for this divergence. We obviously went higher. Again, we said this was starting to develop last night, right? This was 10 p.m. This was 10 p.m. And we said, look, there's a chance we can still go up and undo this. And we did. So that's fine. But on the RSI at 62.40, and that's that for Litecoin. I'm going to go to the 1 hour chart on the 1 hour. Again, we are creating that divergence, right? Strong bearish divergence. That price action to the downside that broke us down. Right? That movement to the downside. Now, same stuff that's happening. Holding the 20. Here we lost it for a second, but we managed to get above on the next candle, and that's good. Right now we're seeing indecision happening. Negative Momo. Where are we at here? 10, 8. Yeah, sorry, no, we didn't have anything here. Still less. And obviously less also. Right, that's cool. We're just going with the market on the bottom. We're not creating any kind of divergence. So again, nothing we're here. I think I called something on Bitcoin. I want to double check. Yeah, Bitcoin was making more negative momentum, right? I just kind of tripped because usually Litecoin and Bitcoin are so in sync that it's easy to, if one is doing it, the other one's very likely doing it as well. And here it's not. So again, neutral on the RSI at 56.05. That's it for Litecoin. I'm going to move on to Binance. Again, guys, sorry. I started earlier today. Like I said, I'm feeling super tired. And, yeah, I want to be, like, complete when I was doing the stream. For some reason, I've been super tired by the time I get to the stream at night. But today, I want to be a little bit better. So, anyways, sitting yesterday, we gained dominance, 0.04. Today, we're gaining 0.87, sitting at 1.10% of market cap on Binance. The price of Binance at $13.15. Now, what's happening with Binance, right? Still lower than this previous high. Also lower here on the MACD and also lower on the RSI. So I'm not going to call any kind of divergence yet. Sitting above the 20 on the daily. Sorry, this is Binance dominance. Why is it not switching? There we go. Alrighty, cool. I clicked it and I didn't switch the charts. Anyways, here we go. We're going still slightly lower, right, than we were before. We're still going slightly higher, so we still have that divergence. That is hidden bearish potential price action to the downside. We're seeing this sort of stagnation, right? The impulses up are not as strong. A movement to the downside, very likely hitting the 20. If we break below the 20, hitting the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. And Bollinger Bands are starting to tighten on the daily. And when they tighten, we get explosive moves, right? So we got to wait for this to develop a little bit more. Neutral on their side, 48.25. Let's go to the 4 hour chart. Again, not much happening on the daily. We were here last night. We said this is still developing. It still managed to go higher slightly. But then thereafter, we did go higher. And we are still lower here, weirdly enough, and against the rest of the market. Still creating strong bearish divergence, price action to the downside. And we wouldn't have that on the RSI. On the RSI, we kind of lost that, right? So I'm going to leave it to where we had it. Would have been there, and then I would have thrown this line to there, right? And then it would be congruent. Sitting bought on the RSI at 64.30. Now I'm going to go to the 1 hour chart. Oh man, was this from the 4 hour and I forgot to leave it there? Very, very likely, right? You can see that. Oh man, how do I know? Because it looks messy, man. Messy, messy, messy. Alright, divergence, bearish, price action to the downside. Got it, play out. Moved higher again. And I think we might have created divergence here. Yes, we did. Look, against the MACD. Against the MACD once. Right, again going higher. Strong bearish, price action to the downside. Broke below, but still held at 20. And that's good. Probably going to test it again. If we manage to hold it, we might look for an impulse to the upside. If we lose it, likely to the downside, right? And we don't have that on the RSI. On the RSI, we're going higher. Sitting neutral right now at 57.55. I'm gonna go look at gold and silver real quick on the daily, see what they're doing, man. Managing to get above the 20, good for silver. Again, trading on this range, right, that we talked about. The actual range for silver, 14, 17, so we're good. Neutral on the RSI at 44.65. Nothing else developing. Let's go to gold. Gold also took a very nice bounce. Again, lower still than the previous high, so that's all good. It's all congruent. Neutral at 53.93. That's good, right? Still on the 1,600 level. 1 second. Sorry, I sneezed. I hope I had enough time to mute the mic before I actually let out the sneeze, and it was very loud. Anyways, let's go look at the markets real quick. S&P up 56 points. Nikkei down 246 points. Toronto up 221. London Stock Exchange down 334. What's happening with the Dow, man? It went up 469 points. That's good. And probably happened because the US 30 went up also. Remember, we were opening down, and I said if this still goes down, we will very likely move down. If the US 30 starts to recover, we might recover as well. And we did recover. Now, we are going down again, rejecting the 20. And very likely here, we haven't even touched it. All right, cool. So, but we're rejecting 20 on the US 30, which would be the Dow Jones Live. And if this manages to still go down, we could open losing points on the Dow, right? Let's go look real quick at the oil. Man, oil rejecting the 20 at $29. Remember how we said it was good? Like, oil is so cheap right now. It's such a good opportunity. I'm not saying it has bottomed, but I was calling it a good opportunity. This movement to the upside was 15%, dude. If you guys were here with us yesterday, we're talking about like getting in on oil, right? So again, if you guys managed to get in on oil, you probably made a good profit, 15% on any oil trading company. Not this Brent oil, just but if you manage to get into an oil trading company, you probably also saw stocks or shares go up. This is USD Brent as well. As you can tell, man, it went all the way up to $36, man. Was that just on that chart? No, on this chart as well. Dude, if you guys got into oil, as we were talking yesterday, that we were expecting for the price to go up, that it was a good in. We've been calling oil a good in for a couple days now. So if you don't believe me, you can go look at the previous streams and look towards the end when we talk about oil. And you see that we've been calling it out, right? So again, this was a very good move. It was 15% where it closed at $30, but still went all the way up to $34, at least in this chart. On this other chart, I think all the way up to $36. So again, in even 16% gains, right? So again, very, very good gains in oil, man. I'm happy. Probably at this point in time, it would have been at least 30% gains, and then you saw that pullback. And what time did that happen, man? It was probably, it was just during 1 hour, man. It was just a spike. But this is all one spike, man. That's insane. Anyways, if you guys took advantage of oil, congrats. What's happening with West Texas? It also went up 17%, man. And also hit a high of 27. It's sitting right now at 23. From an opening of like 21. So, you know, it would have been very, very nice gains, right? Almost a like a 35+% gains if you would have sold at the top, right? Or at least around the 20. And then get the pullback, right? Anyways, guys, I hope you guys are taking advantage of the market and the wild moves that it's making. That's going to be it for tonight. There's 5 people tuned in, guys. What do you guys want to do? How are you guys doing? I'm not sure who's watching. How are you guys coping with COVID? Let me know in the chat, live. Let me know what you think of the stream so far. Meanwhile, the floor is open for coin requests. If you guys want me to look at something, let me know on the chat, and I'll definitely look at that asset, coin, crypto, or whatever it is that you guys want to look at. Sorry, I dropped something. Alrighty, anyways. I'm not sure if you guys are caught up with the stream or not. But we are going to call it a night. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. This is State of Crypto. I'm your host, Martin. It has been a pleasure being here with you guys tonight on an awesome Thursday night. I hope you're having a great time. I hope you guys stay safe. Next week, I'm not going to be here for a couple days. It is going to be Easter weekend, right? Next weekend. It's Easter weekend. And I'm probably going to be off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday night I might come back and do a stream, or maybe Monday. Anyways, I need to take a break as well with all this COVID stuff, and I just need to like decompress a little bit. So I think I'm going to take those days off, and since there's no work to be done, I just probably going to try to like relax a little bit and refocus and do some other things, right? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Again, if you like what we do, you know what to do. Talk about crypto to your friends, to your family, to your coworkers. Let them know that we are here right now. They're probably bored out of their minds, right? Tell them that there's this small channel that does crypto news, and that we're really cool. And yeah, they can come and chill with us, right? And like chat, and we can all hang out and have fun. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Again, I'll catch you tomorrow for another edition of the State of Crypto. Until then.